Once upon a time, in a small American village near a dense forest, lived two teenage best friends, Jason and Billy. They spent a lot of time in the woods, fishing, camping, and just wandering the trails. One day, in early fall, they went on their usual hike and stopped by the river to fish. At that time, they noticed that a certain big wolf was creeping up on them. At first, they did not think much of it, as wolves were not a rare animal in these parts. However, the wolf was getting closer by the minute, and its behavior was becoming more and more aggressive. The guys knew they had to get away, but the wolf was too fast, and their path was blocked. The wolf attacked them, and they began to flee. They ran along the river, but the wolf was faster and stronger. The boys ran deeper and deeper into the woods, but the wolf was persistent and wasn't going to back down. Soon they saw a small remote village and decided to try to escape there. When they reached the village, they noticed that everything here was strangely quiet and peaceful. No inhabitants could be seen, and the air was filled with a strange smell. The boys stopped at the store and decided to check it out. Perhaps some of the villagers were there. When they went inside the store, they found a blood trail. The trail led into the back of the store, and they decided to follow it. At the end of the store, they found that the bodies of the villagers had been torn apart, and it looked as if an animal had killed them. The boys were left shocked and terrified, and they realized that the wolf that had been chasing them was responsible for all of this. The teenagers were frightened and greatly frightened, and it was clear to them that they must leave the village as quickly as possible before the wolf found them. They walked out of the store and saw that the wolf was still in the neighborhood. It was now standing on its hind legs, growling ferociously and ready to attack. Jason and Billy were desperate and determined teenagers, and they managed to set themselves up to fight the wolf. They gathered all the items available to them: sticks, stones, knives, and any other implements that were available to them. Their only goal was to protect themselves and deal with the wolf. A fierce battle ensued. The wolf was fast and agile, and it attacked the boys with frenzied fury. But Jason and Billy were persistent and strong, and they kept fighting despite their fatigue. Their weapons were ineffective, but they didn't give up. Their spirit was unwavering. The battle lasted a long time, but finally the teens were able to overpower the wolf. They were exhausted, wounded, and shaken, but they managed to win. They left the body of the wolf in the woods so that no one else would be harmed by this cruel and dangerous beast. After they left the village, they decided not to tell anyone about their terrible adventures, but they will never forget the night they fought a distraught wolf in a quiet American village near a dark forest. This story was an important lesson for them about how cruel and dangerous the world around us is, and that we should always be ready to fight for our lives.